Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this short 30-minute webinar about the MMIE program. I am going to go ahead and share my screen to help guide us through this webinar. And I will start by briefly introducing myself, and then we will get into things. So my name is Elspeth Murray, and I'm a professor here at the Smith School of Business at Queen's, and I'm a strategy and entrepreneurship professor. I'm also the director of our Center for Entrepreneurship, Innovation, and Social Impact. But one of the things I'm most proud about is that I am the creator slash founder of the MMIE program. And I have recently taken on the role as the academic director of this wonderful program. What I'd like to do today in the time that we have together, and this is being recorded as well, so you can go over any details that you might have missed. But what I'd like to talk about today is really four things. One is a little bit of context and history around the design of the program, why we started it, but more importantly, some of the details around the courses that we offer on that program, why we offer those courses, and a few other things like that. Then I'd like to talk about our incredible faculty on the program, which I think is really a hallmark of why this program has been very successful. One of the major strengths of the program is our use of major projects, and I'll talk a little bit about that. And end up our time together, maybe just summarizing what we think the program return on investment is for you, and certainly what all of our alumni tell us is that ROI, and give you some food for thought in terms of what's in it for you, not to be confused with what's in it for me. Okay, so who did we design this program for? So the program's been up and running for just over 10 years now, and we saw a huge opportunity to carve out a unique space for innovation and entrepreneurship. And given that it's a program, it's a management program for innovators and entrepreneurs, over time, we've discovered that we have really four types of students who are really attracted to this program. So we have full-on hardcore entrepreneurs who come to the program perhaps with an idea already baked in that they would like to work on, and they use the program as an opportunity to go from idea through to launch. We have a number of students who are attracted to the program because they want to work in the innovation space, not necessarily in the startup world per se, but either as entrepreneurs or corporate innovators. And we also have folks who want to work in incubators and accelerators and other parts of the broader innovation ecosystem. We also have students who we like to think of as adventurers. They know they want to do something in the innovation space, but they're not quite sure. So they're here to explore and, in many cases, unlock what they could be really passionate about and take it from there. And this can include folks who want to scale up their businesses, who want to make a right-hand turn from what they've been doing, and things like that. And we also have, especially these days in 2025, and with sort of the demographic shifts, a great community of social innovators. And that takes many forms, from not-for-profits to creating businesses that have a social purpose, the entire gamut. So if you think you fit into any of these categories, this is a good program for you. And what this means is that this is a program with a great diversity amongst the cohort, and we celebrate that. Unlike some other programs where they specialize in sort of technology startups or solely on corporate innovation, we believe strongly in the power of all comers. And this is proven to be a great part of the MMIE experience. because you leave the program with a much better appreciation for innovation in all of its various forms. So I'm working backwards. I'm working from right to left on this slide here. One of the things that we thought was also incredibly important in designing this program was it could not just be a series of academic courses. It needed to be very applied learning with good, strong academic foundations, teaching concepts that are grounded in evidence that has been discovered through great research as opposed to one-off anecdotes. We believe very strongly in the power of coaching. We hear from entrepreneurs and innovators all of the time that it can be a very lonely pursuit. So having an advisor, having a coach, learning from peers is another hallmark of this program and something that we built in that I'll talk about a little bit later. And because we have students from a variety of different categories and people who have a different why for coming to the program, we wanted to ensure that we were able to customize every person's learning experience. And we do that within various courses that you take, but we really do that through a couple of very powerful project courses that I will spend some time on in just a moment. So speaking of courses, a big part of any Masters of Management program here at Smith is that we have to have theory meeting practice. And I don't want to overstate the notion of theory because it's not about high-level concepts. The courses that we have designed, as I alluded to before, are taught by respected and very experienced academics, and they are also based on cutting edge knowledge that has been generated through significant and very well thought out research activities. So we've organized the courses into three buckets. And the very first set of courses are core to any innovation effort, whether that's in a startup context, a corporate context, a social innovation context. And these are four very related courses, but they take innovation from a very different perspective. So, not surprisingly, in 2025, there are an incredible array of tools that help innovators do their thing in a digital fashion. So, huge advances in generative AI and agentic AI, any number of tools to use to do testing, A/B testing, and things like that. We have a course on architecting innovation, which is really sort of taking a step away from the particular tools and creating that blueprint, if you will, to guide your innovation efforts. Part and parcel, and sort of a close cousin of digital innovation is this notion of responsible innovation, where this is a good hardcore core look at the importance of ethics and baking those into whatever it is that you're building. And there are a number of other things that are covered in that course as well. And another course, Innovation by Design, returns to some of the tools, design thinking, systems thinking, and a whole array of other things that sort of help with that upfront foundational piece. These are really fun courses, and these courses will now be taken in the next cohort for this program with students in another program within our innovation suite, the Masters in Digital Product Management. So we're really excited about the opportunity to engage a larger group of people in some of these courses. Then we have what are really courses that are core to the MMIE program. And we bucket these into execution, financing, and scaling. The course that I teach on the program actually is Creating Ventures, and this is a soup to nuts framework to look at the essence of doing something new. So we explore different business models. We talk about how to build teams. and how to get the most out of teams in designing something new. We look at the importance of thinking about culture from the get-go. Um, Another course in this bucket is scaling for growth. So that's really looking at the opportunity for marketing and sales and some of the newer techniques for scaling and growing on those fronts. Everybody needs money. So we have a course that does a deep dive into options for financing your venture. And again, whether that's something new inside an existing enterprise, something that's standalone, or even if you're scaling, what kind of options are there for growth capital? And finally, we have a course designed and focused on corporate innovation and that particular context for looking at how things happen in an existing enterprise. Who makes the decision? Corporate incubators. What funds are available? How do we think about intellectual property? Things like that. And finally, this is really the customization opportunity on this program. We have two major projects. One, which is a wonderful opportunity to do market and industry research, which is really kind of the launch pad for creating something new. And then we have an individual innovation project, which is your opportunity to fulfill whatever it is you wanted to achieve on the MMIE program. So I'm going to come back to those two project courses. But before I do that, I wanted to talk about our fantastic faculty. As you might imagine, on a course, a master's program on innovation and entrepreneurship, we believe strongly in applied learning, but that has to be grounded in solid academic foundations. So what you will find on this program, I encourage you to check out the website for the program and my colleagues' bios. What you will find is they are two-way person, experienced practitioners in the innovation game. We have founders who've created successful businesses. We have faculty who have invested in startups. We have faculty who are incredible researchers, and I'm thinking Jim McClellan, for example, from the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science, who's done a ton of research in ecosystems for innovators and things like that. And not only will you find faculty are very experienced in quotes the real world, they have been exceptional in their pursuits of academics. We have award-winning teachers on the program. We have who teach on the program. We have folks who have done very interesting and unique research that they share in the classroom with you. The third bullet point is really just talking about the level of experience. Many of the faculty on the program have been practicing the art and science of innovation for many years. And that is in no way to be construed as not being up to date. You will find that all of our faculty are incredibly excited about all things innovation related and are plugged in with the latest and greatest. And I think the last point that I would make about faculty on this particular program is we are genuinely excited about everything we do. We've worked together for many years. We know what one another cover, and we enjoy the opportunity to collectively work with students to help you advance and realize whatever your dreams might be. Okay, back to the customized projects that we have on this program. We have two of them, and they are somewhat sequential. As you might imagine, the project on market and industry research and analysis is really giving you an opportunity and the tools to actually understand an unmet need, for example, in a particular industry or market, to really understand how to take a customer perspective in everything, how to think about not only solving problems, but actually getting incredibly granular about how you might appeal to a particular market or to a customer. And my colleagues, Nicole Robitaille and Aiken O'Kay, teach that particular course. And it's chock-a-block with incredibly useful information and frameworks, but more importantly, an opportunity to actually apply those to whatever it is you want to achieve through the program. The big, what we refer to as sort of the payback project course on the program is called the Innovation Project, affectionately referred to as MMIE 908. And as part of this particular project, we assign an advisor to you. Think of this as sort of a buddy system, someone you can bounce ideas off of. They will help you move your project along. They are there to offer not only advice, but in some cases, connecting you with others who may be able to help. Of course, there are course professors for this project course. Myself and Dr. Peter Gallant, who's a successful entrepreneur and innovator in his own right, lead that particular course. So we're always available. And one of the things that we have added in to this project course, it's very much a self-directed, you work on whatever it is you want to do. But we pepper throughout this course something that we call master classes. And these are highly focused topics that are relevant to sort of translating, again, sort of theory into practice. So, for example, we have a number of master classes that are related to um, legal issues. No one, one of our colleagues who teaches on the program, Shay Dubé, is a lawyer by background, but as he always says, he's not there to provide legal advice, although he knows a lot about all things legal. However, what we do is we bring in experts who can talk about intellectual property protection, who can talk about company formation and different forms, partnerships versus corporations. We bring in experts again who can talk about shareholders agreements, employment agreements, the importance of these things. And of course, here at Queen's, we have a law school and a law clinic that students can tap into. We cover other things within that masterclass. We just had one for the existing cohort on how to give and receive feedback, which is a very important part of building anything new. And those are just a couple of examples of some of these master classes. But again, the concept here is that this project is your opportunity to take whatever it is that you want to get out of this program and put it into reality. And we are here to help you in that endeavor. Okay, we have a few more minutes left, and then I'll see if there's any opportunity for questions. I hope you're getting a sense from the way in which I'm talking about the program, the incredible excitement that we have about our opportunity to work with the students who are in this program. And they tell us, and we're very happy because this is what we're hoping for. They tell us that this is what they get out of the program. They leave the program with an entirely new set of capabilities, covering an array of topics, understanding what innovation is, but more importantly, how to do it, how to think about different business designs for new opportunities. Again, either in a startup or thinking about a new business model, for example, within an existing enterprise. They tell us that the experience in sort of courses and the projects gives them a new appreciation and toolbox for how to get things done. We believe strongly again in the diversity of folks we have on the program, and most of the courses that you will take will require you to work in groups. So our students comment consistently that this was an amazing learning opportunity on how to work well with others and how to work with folks who have different experiences and different ways of thinking. And they also tell us that new skills and capabilities in things like raising capital. The list goes on. How to sell, how to think about marketing. So those are sort of the course level capabilities. We hear repeatedly from alumni that one of the great benefits of the program has been the creation of new and lasting networks of what they refer to as go-to people. Because being an innovator can sometimes be a lonely endeavor, uh, surrounding yourself with people who are on the same mission is one of the things that happens as a result of the 1 year that you experience on this program. But it's not just the 1 year. It's a set of relationships that last forever. Students tell us that you not only earn a degree, a master's level degree from Smith School of Business, but those project courses, if you actually did the calculation on what you get out of those two courses, the program pays for itself. Students tell us that it was really an opportunity to launch into whatever is next. And one of my favorite pieces of feedback from our students is that they tell us and tell me that this was a year of a change your life opportunity. And not only changes what you are capable of, but fundamentally changes the way you think about yourself, but really think about everything that you're going to do going forward. All right, just a couple of more administrative items, and this has been covered in some of the other webinars. This program, given the students that we have, has been designed for maximum flexibility without losing the feel of the cohort. We mix in some in-person, come to Kingston residential opportunities with some very sophisticated remote learning opportunities, and where we pepper in not only kind of the master classes that I talked about, but class sessions and other networking opportunities. Most of the faculty have quote office hours, and we are easily available as well. So I hope you're getting a sense that it's a real mix of different modalities for learning, but really with a focus on connectedness and staying in touch. We have an incredible organization that supports all of our Masters of Management programs, including MMIE. Some of you may already be in touch with Beth McCallum. She is here to help you complete your application, to answer questions that you might have, and should be your first port of call if you're interested in the program, and I hope you are. So her email is on this particular slide. I am the academic director for the MMIE program, which means I think about things like curriculum and learning opportunities and networks and things like that. But we also have Connor McCann, who is the staff director for the program, and actually one of our graduates, not of this program, but of the Smith School of Business. Connor is terrific, as is Beth, and there's another webinar, which will be general information, coming up on November the 10th, and so easy to register now. And to make it super easy for you, you just have to click on the QR code here, and this will take you to our website for more information on some of the things that I have covered here in this particular webinar. So again, thank you so much for attending today. And again, my name is Elspeth Murray. I'm the academic director of the MMIE program and one of the faculty members on that program. And I hope to see you in one of my classes sometime soon. Let me stop sharing my screen here, and we'll see, given we have a few minutes left, if anybody has any questions. Feel free to pop them into the Q&A, and if not, I will let you head off and enjoy the rest of Tuesday. And for those of you who might be interested in baseball, I have to say, go Jays, go. So let me see if there are any questions. I'll wait for a minute or two to see if that's the case, and otherwise, we will end the webinar. Okay, folks, I don't see any. And again, let me end this by saying thank you so much for considering the MMIE program at the Smith School of Business here at Queen's University, and have a wonderful rest of the week. That is it from us.